So I've recently bought a French car and the dashboard looks like a Christmas tree, to be honest. I really need this tool. For years I struggled with codes on cars and finding a code reader that would work on the codes I needed and affording one. I just had a basic engine code reader and half the time it didn't really work very well, so I ended up having to go to garages or find someone with a decent code reader. I've just bitten the bullet now and thought I'm just going to get the best one I can, and I looked over the internet for a long time and I've managed to work out which one is the best, and I think it's just arrived. Shall we have a look what I've got? Now there's lots of others out there, but this one is far superior. It's got so many decent features for the money, and I just had to go for one of these because nothing else had the same features within the same price bracket. And once again I've gone for the brand that makes sense for every electrical tool that I could ever want. And here we have it, the Topdon Artidiag Pro. Look at that. Look. It's basically a really good tool for the DIY enthusiast, although it's good for garages as well. I mean, there's so many good features on it. I looked up all the features. This was the one that stood out to me as having all the best features within the right kind of budget. And just look at it. Even the box looks great, doesn't it? So let's get into it. You can feel the weight of this quality tool. Look at that. Beautiful case. So let's have a look and see what it's like inside. Wow. Look at that. Now this is what you get, guys. You don't just get the diagnostic tool, you get all of the adapters for all the different cars as well. Look at that. How wonderful this tool is. So I looked at this and I was actually slightly worried for a moment, and then I noticed this was in here, which is a UK adapter. So they've even gone that far as to put a UK adapter in for the plug. That's amazing. The attention to detail is just amazing with this firm. So I can change that and put the UK adapter on. That's the UK adapter done now. Look. So now I've converted it for UK use, and then that one can pop back in there. So what have we got? We've got the main lead. So that's the main lead that goes from the unit, and then we've got even another power one. That's like a European one. That's amazing. So we've got US, unless that's the US, that might be US or European, but there's so many different adapters. There's different adapters for different models of car. That's your charging lead, I assume. This is just brilliant. That looks like a Mercedes adapter, and that is an adapter for something else. Look at that. I'm sure it will say in the instructions. Wow. So you get all of that. So it's not just, they're not just leaving you in the lurch if you're not OBD2. They're actually giving you adapters for all the different cars. So here's your standard OBD2. So this end plugs in to here. You just tighten up the little screws, Then you've got your lead that goes into the machine itself. That's it. Screw up the little screws. Lovely. So you may be wondering why I went for a wired machine. I prefer a wired machine because when you plug it into the car, it actually charges from the car. So if you've got a wireless machine, there's always the risk of a battery running low or whatever, and then you've got to go and charge it up before you can carry on your diagnosis. Whereas this one, when it's plugged into the car, it's taking power and charging from the car, and it even indicates the car's voltage on here, so you can't run the car's battery low. Not that it would anyway, because it's a very small. It has got a massive battery in it, a really good long-lasting battery, but from my point of view, I just want to be able to pick up a tool and use it and not have to go and charge it. It does need a little bit of charge just to turn it on, but it's perfect for me having a wired tool. I prefer a wired tool. You know, that's just my preference. But they do a wireless one of these. I just personally prefer wires. So the reasons I went for this machine, although it being wired, which I wanted, was I really wanted a machine that would just pick up what car. So this can detect your VIN details and it knows what car you're working on without you having to put all the information in. That's a good feature because it saves you a lot of time. Also, bi-directional control to target the problems more easily. It can communicate with things like solenoids and things and activate them. Here are just some of the Artidiag Pro's amazing features. Maintenance light reset, oil reset, steering angle reset, injector coding. I mean, I've never had that on a code reader before. Battery matching and reset, ABS bleeding, throttle matching, electronic parking brake reset, DPF regeneration. We all know that that's very important these days. Anti-theft matching, so it matches your immobiliser, tyre pressure resets, suspension level calibration, headlight matching reset, gearbox matching, which is one thing I definitely need it for my car, sunroof initialisation, crank position sensor adaptive learning, AF reset, EGR adaptation, air conditioning system, AdBlue reset, coolant bleed, engine power balance monitoring, high voltage battery detection, language change, knock sensor reset, stop start reset. It's got loads of things. Just amazing. So I'm going to read this book now, as I always do with anything. I'm going to sit and read this while it charges, and then hopefully tomorrow I can actually have a go with it.